Hi, my name's Zoe, and I'm a makeup addict. I have way too many eyeshadow palettes, and I need an outlet, and they need to get some love. They didn't ask to be bought and put in drawers and not loved. So here I am. All that aside, I have two palettes I am panning for the year. One is the Huda Beauty, and the other one is the Pumpkin Spice by Too Faced. These will be in the videos for the year until they're finished. I'm actually panning them, so they can go over there for now. The other one that I am panning for the year is Too Faced's Everything Nice palette. This one I pan on weekends, so it's only going to be shown on weekends when I film. It can go over here as well. The other three that I picked to give some love to is the one we'll be using today, which is Clinique, Twilight Mauve and Brandied Plum, and a blush called Smoldering Plum. This is the one we will be using today, or I will be. And then later on in the month, I will be using Tenderness from Avon, and it looks like this. It's very true to color. And I will also be using the Natasha Love palette, and it looks like this. I put my sunscreen on already, and I use Australian Gold SPF 50 in medium and Banana Boat Simply Protect SPF 50. So those two are combined and on. So let's get to the fun part. So one of the things I've noticed is we buy an eyeshadow palette, we put it in our drawer, and we move on to the next eyeshadow palette. So when did these eyeshadow palettes ever get used? And it just broke me. I wanted to use all my eyeshadow palettes. That's why I bought them. So I devised this plan with that in mind. I already put on my eyeliner and my mascara to save time, and my eyeshadow primer, which is the Milani eyeshadow primer, the Ioni, I don't know where it went, and Lashy Dull mascara. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put the blush color, this one right here, all over the lid. And up into the crease. Because there's only 3 colors and one is actually a blush, you are very limited to what you can do with this palette. But I want to show you that you can get a very good look using just what comes in your palette. There is no need to go into any other palette. Except in my case, maybe a black. If you're wondering why I put my eyeliner on before eyeshadow, it's to give me a template of where to put this color here, because I can end up going rogue with it if I don't put the eyeliner on there. So the next color that I am going to be using is this darker shade right here. And I'm putting that on the movable lid up into the crease right over my eyeliner. This is actually okay. Like I said, I would never have used this eyeshadow palette if I didn't come up with this plan to use my eyeshadow palettes. I grabbed another mirror, 7 times mirror. Yeah, we're at that age where you need to look. Ooh, it's got a lot of fallout. That's a first for me. I don't normally get fallout. That's crazy. We'll just whisk that away. And next time, tap off the brush. This is a light purple shade. Then we're going into, or I'm going into this shade right here. This is a larger color, or a larger pan. And I'm placing that on the inner part of the eyelid. I have a very dry eye on this eye. I put sunscreen on it yesterday. My eyelids do not like sunscreen. And it's a mineral sunscreen, but they don't care. I'm taking it to the outer corner, inner corner, sorry. That was my watch. Connecting it, right there, connecting it, sorry. Pleasantly surprised. Sorry. Oh, with this eye look, with the pigmentation. I didn't think we would get anything. So I'm going to go off camera and put on my e.l.f. liquid eyeliner and more mascara, and I'll be right back. So now that I have my eyeliner on, I also put on Maybelline's gel eyeliner in black in the waterline, and I put on more of my mascara, the Lashy Doll by Lancome. So next step is to add some brightness in the inner corner. I am using Cosmic Colors eyeshadow. There's no name, so I couldn't tell you, but you can use any inner highlighter color you want. This one blew my mind from the Dollar Tree. This came out right around the time Too Faced came out with theirs, and I was going to buy Too Faced's for $40. And I was at the Dollar Tree and I saw this, and I thought, I'm going to give this a try. And it surpassed my expectations. So this past weekend, I went to Walmart and I picked up the new Superstay Maybelline 30-Hour Wear Foundation. And I'm going to put that on today and see how it goes. Oh, one tip is do not twist the cap. I did that and I broke the cap somehow. I found little purple pieces everywhere. You pull it off. Who knew? It's like that CoverGirl foundation packaging from years ago. We didn't know how to open it. So this is a lightweight, buildable coverage foundation with amino acids. And we're just going to give it a try. I've never tried it before. Obviously, it's brand new. I have tried Maybelline's foundations before. I have the Fit Me. I didn't like it. Just cleaning off my brush. And this shade might seem a little bit light, but they didn't have anything in between this one for me. It was either too light or too dark. That is why for foundation at Sephora, I struggle. I am apparently too pale, and a lot of their foundations have a yellow undertone to them, which I cannot wear. So it's spreading really nice, and the color seems to match me. We will see. We will see. It's looking in my 7x mirror. Pretty good. I am 56, so finding a foundation that works isn't the easiest in the world. I forgot to wet my beauty blender. mini sponge. It's not Beauty Blender though. It's from the Dollar Tree. Please do not spend your money on a Beauty Blender. Please. Here in Canada, a Beauty Blender is $20. No. I am not spending $20 on a Beauty Blender. That's not happening. I love makeup just like the next person. Probably more than the next person, if I'm being honest. But I will not spend my money on things that I can get cheaper elsewhere. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my e.l.f. Camouflage in Light Ivory, the hydrating one. Thank you, Emily Noel. You're wonderful. I would never have thought to wear this ever in a million years if she hadn't given it a shout out. I am sniffling because it is -4 outside and it is a little bit chilly in my bedroom where I'm filming. It's dark-ish outside. Highly, highly recommend this concealer for women over 50. My skin is normal, and depending on what I put on it, it can go oily or it can go dry. But if I don't put anything on it, and or if I find the right product that works, my skin is normal. So there is that. Sorry, I keep looking at the wrong lens. I keep looking at me. I apologize. So next is contour. And I am panning NYX's Wonder Stick in the shade 2. And I had to scrape it all out and put it into this little packaging. I just stuck my finger in the wrong color. And this is how I'm using it up. If I don't like the product, I will not scrape it right out of the container it comes in. But if I do like the product, I will scrape it out and use every last drop. That was my watch. I feel like my face completely comes alive when I add contour. It's funny, when we were growing up, I was a teenager in the 80s, we didn't even have makeup brushes. We used the little makeup spongy thing that came in the compact. We never did our eyebrows, ever. Never. Eyebrows? What are those? They're just on your face. Of course, until the 90s came along and we plucked them all out. So there is that. I'm using the Cheekers Instant Cheekbones in Purely Plum. And I'm just taking the darkest shade that comes in it right here. And I'm going to place that over top of the contour. Just so it's not a stark line. I was going to say beige line, dark brown line, grayish line. Pick one. And then because this Clinique palette has a blush in it, I'm going to use this. And I'm just going to put it where I normally put it. I don't know what color I'm going to be getting. Ah! It's okay. Makeup is for having fun. It's not for hoarding. It's not for hoarding. It's for using. Get your little babies out of their drawer and start using them. And with the prices the way they are these days, you will have so many options and you won't get bored. I have been doing this way of panning for 3 years now. And I need an outlet to come on here and show you guys your your choices. There it is. Whew, it's early. It's like 6:30 in the morning. I'm also going to use the lightest shade in the Cheekers blush palette, and I'm going to place that on top. For a little bit of highlight. I will say that, excuse me, I will say it doesn't do much of a highlight. I'm a little disappointed with that shade, but it's okay. If you're into a very subtle highlight, these are amazing. These are amazing whether you're not into a subtle highlight. I love them. I bought 4 of them, and I believe there is only 4 of them. And this is the one that I chose to wear for winter. So I change out my blush as well. And my lipsticks. I finished 7 lipsticks last year. 7. Doing this routine. I've already finished 2 eyeshadows doing this routine. And the 2 eyeshadows I finished were in the Too Faced Everything Nice palette that I showed in the beginning that I'm panning on weekends. So because I'm extra, I need more, sorry, I need more highlight. And this is the Cosmic Colors. Again, this is from Dollar Tree. In it, there's no color. I think it's shade 1. And it's just a beautiful champagne color. It's just beautiful. I used to be a makeup snob, and then I just couldn't afford makeup because life, everything went up. I'm single. And I have other things that I need to buy besides makeup, and that's okay. Use what you have. Use what you have. And yes, I put it down the nose. Next, I do my eyebrows, and again, nothing fancy, just an Avon eyeshadow palette, and this is called Black Ice, and it's a gray color. I tap my brush into it. This is a MAC, I want to say 217. No, 217 is this brush right here. So I have no idea what this one is. It is their eyebrow brush. I bought it years ago. Years and years and years ago when I was 28. And I still use it to this day. Shout out to MAC for that. So I make a line and then I add brow hairs. And I need to fix this mirror because it's in the wrong angle. And I take the brow hairs from the line. Like I take the pigment from the line that I created and I just spike them up. When I was younger, I used to just go like this, like, you know, run it this way. Hey, I don't do that anymore. I push it up to hair-like strokes. I could never understand that term. Thankfully, I understand that term now. Those were crazy times when I grew up. It's the Wild West of makeup. Believe me, nobody knew what we were doing. I'm going to do the other brow off camera, and you don't need to be bored by that. So I went ahead and I put on some more mascara off camera, and I put Maybelline Fit Me powder underneath my eyes to set them. I used very little, and I applied lip liner. So what I do is I have 9 lipsticks that I cycle through for the month, and 4 of them are ones that stay in for the year to pan. 2 of the 4 are Charlotte Tilbury's Kim KW, MAC's Folio, which I just bought. Love this. And another one that I just bought is Revlon's Laid Back Lilac. Barely used it. Tried it on. Never used it. So with this look, I decided to go with Charlotte Tilbury's Kim KW for today. So I put Stone Lip Liner on from MAC. Looks like that. And I'm just gonna fill in my lips. I love this color. However, I found a dupe from the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree is a little bit lighter, but that's okay. It's almost exactly the same shade. I'm using Chestnut. Lip liner from MAC. Just to add a little bit more definition for the lip line to work. I just bought Chestnut as well from MAC's nude line. Fell in love with it. So now I basically use stone to get the line sometimes. And then sometimes I just use stone. But then I fill it in with a darker color as well. So there you have it, guys. I don't normally talk and put on makeup, so my voice. And I'm single. I only talk to my birds, Shmoo and Goose. Sometimes you might hear them in the background if I'm up at a later time and they're up in the living room. So if you like this video, like, subscribe maybe. It would help me out. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.